Black supremacy.
How's it going?
How you doing, King Noble? It's going all right. It's going all right. And I'm enjoying the vibes. I love the music that you put on. Put everybody in a good little meditation. My daughter was even singing to the music. It's
Mm,
beautiful. Yes.
power.
But yeah, I did have a question for you. So before you fully stepped into Black supremacy and supreme thought, um, did you have experience outdoors with your parents? Did they ever introduce you to that?
You talking about to the outdoor lifestyle?
Yes.
No, not at all.
Okay. Do you feel like you pushed yourself for to want to venture into that? Do you have like major inspirations that made you go into that direction?
I mean, I've always been into nature, so that was easy. Yeah,
Okay.
whatever little bush we had in
Okay.
Chicago, I was always in that bush wherever, little vacant lots, vacant land. I was always exploring. So that's nothing new.
Okay, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Yeah, the main thing with me is that I would get caught up into the scenery. I always would think it was beautiful, but um, the way my mind works, I guess I always have to have supreme reasoning for doing something. Like the universe really has to push me in that direction some kind of way. I have to have usually what maybe some might see as a traumatizing experience in order for me to really go in a particular direction I'm supposed to go, which is kind of is that weird, or is that for most people you think?
That might be for most.
Okay. Yeah. Uh, acting at the last acting at the last minute, being a reactionary. But sometimes being a reactionary isn't bad. It just all depends. Like sometimes we make the wrong decisions being reactionary, but sometimes we actually make the proper decision. Some of us actually work great under pressure. So
Absolutely. The best comes out under that pressure.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's crazy because it just seems like that's a pattern in my life too. Like, it reminds me of when I was in the Matrix and when I was under the mindset, I had just had my son. My son was like 2 or 3 years old, and I was the only one working at the time. And they had me part time, and they said, "Well, you can go full time, but we need you to sell this product." And I put it my main focus and priority to selling the product. But once they made me full time, I went back to slacking. So it's like if I feel like I have to do something, then I do it. So, but yeah, it's been
Mm,
working out for me. I know for some people it does not work. I know for some people it doesn't work out that way, but I think that's my path, I guess.
yeah.
Yeah, like I gotta do this. Yeah. So did you make it back to your spot, or are you still in the same spot?
Still in the same area. I mean,
So no,
it's it's just a matter of when it
oh,
gets dark. You
I'm
want to
sorry,
kind
I
of
didn't
move
hear
around the
you.
woods when it get dark. You want to move around the dark, get back to the campsite when it by nightfall typically.
Oh, yeah, I gotcha.
Am I breaking
Gotcha, I
up?
gotcha. A little bit, yeah, yeah, yeah. You're breaking up a little bit.
Yeah, I get the worst signal
I'm
out here
very
too as
excited
well.
and happy you're able. Oh, No, I'm excited you decided to go live. So many people go live, and I see people that support um on their live, and I'm like, well, hell, we need our own little platform. We need to go live so we can be on our own little thing. It's not, we have people we support and everything, but yeah, we need to do our own thing and build our, our own thing more. So I'm very excited you did decide to go live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It mainly is a power thing of why I don't go live. Power is my number one reason why I don't go live more or even really do a lot more
How,
production. Period.
what do you, are you able to define that a little bit better? What do you mean?
Yep, like electricity.
Oh, gotcha.
So I have
Okay.
to, yeah, I have to be a little bit more frugal with my power usage.
I see. That makes
But it's in
sense.
divine order.
Yeah. I'm thinking you talking about the government and stuff. I'm like, power? What you mean
Oh
power?
no, no.
Oh, okay. Okay. That's cool. That's cool. Yeah. So I know I've been watching a lot of your recent content lately. And I noticed that you made so many videos about the coronavirus. Um, so, hmm. And were there any other suggestions that you wanted to put out to the public that may actually help us with dealing with this pandemic?
Um, I think the challenges that people might face are very complex, but I wouldn't get distracted by it personally. It shouldn't be a distraction. I think our energy should still be focused on Black supremacy and establishing what we're establishing, which has very little to do with the Matrix anyway.
Absolutely. That makes sense. Yeah. Okay.
But where we are affected by it, I mean, it's a lot of fear, you know.
Yes.
Um, if it's almost senseless, you know what I'm saying? Like it's like playing a lottery, you know, if your mask and your gloves, if you're gonna touch your face at this time or touch the pole or the surface, is really lottery. You might as well play the damn lottery.
Right, right. And then people are attacking good people. Like, I was on one of my social media outlets the other day, and there's this lady on there who, she preaches about the alkaline diet, and as many people know, like the Sabian diet, it has actually helped a lot of people conquer over certain diseases and illnesses. But anyway, I have a lot of respect for this sister, and she made this post because I guess a lady was in her car and she had her face mask on and she had died. But what was put out was that whoever put this information out, they thought she had died due to lack of oxygen, but she was in her car. But it's not confirmed that that's what 100% what it was. But anyway, the sister posted it and said, if you in your car by yourself, why would you, put this face mask on and restrict oxygen? And she was suggesting others also not use their face mask in their car. And people were attacking her, calling her stupid, saying the post was stupid. Like, we can't respect different different thought forms. Like, we don't have like, this pandemic is making people like crazy, like, and they really rubbed me the wrong way, and I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah,
So
that's
it's
deep.
like, so it's not like the same. I mean, yeah, maybe it was over the top for her to feel like, okay, well, the mask killed her, but if that's how she feel, that's how she feel. Why is she being attacked? Why isn't the community being more conscious of what they're saying to her? Why are they being like attacking this woman? Like, she's done more good than bad. Like, okay, she made one post that may have not rubbed the community right, but then they just fed her to the wolves, like on a text, it was just horrible. It was just really uncomfortable to watch, and I'm like, wow. So I had to get on my social media. I'm like, man, I said, y'all might not have COVID-19, but it's definitely in y'all's minds. Like, y'all might not physically have the shit, but you definitely mentally have the shit. So this pandemic is making people go batshit crazy.
Yeah,
But yes,
I can see that.
it's very
I mean,
disturbing.
fear is going to drive you crazy anyway. It's going to drive you to an anxiety and panic attacks. It's all and it turns into frenzy and into chaos. So it all goes together. I mean, you
Yeah,
can't really worry about that. I mean, the fact that they feel like you can actually win the lottery, of getting coronavirus and dying from it, that you can prevent that. I mean, it's really ego tripping, because man believes they can control everything. So if you think a mask and gloves, you're not touching your face or your phone at the wrong or right time is going to save you, you a damn fool.
right.
You might as well. I mean, it's not even logical. It's not even logical.
Hmm. Yeah,
So I wouldn't. I would say, don't worry about it. A lot of people say, "Oh, that's irresponsible." That's what I wouldn't worry about it. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah,
That's
definitely,
like that's just fear, if you ask me.
absolutely. Yeah, definitely. People are going into these hospitals, and they'll be going in for a different reason, like cancer. Like, say they've been fighting cancer for 3 months and they die, and COVID-19 is on the death certificate. So it's just a whole bunch of other stuff that they're trying to throw at us. It's not about it, but they're trying to make it about it.
Yeah,
And I believe that. I believe that, they juicing it up some more.
I mean they are. I can see that.
Yeah, yeah. hmm Um, yeah, definitely.
I mean I don't worry about it. I don't have no mask. I don't have no gloves.
Me too.
I don't give a goddamn. I don't give a goddamn, man. Like my mama say. My mama say I don't give a rat's ass, man.
Right. No- Nothing wrong with that. We can't live
That's
our
for
life.
real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can't deny our fate, because that's what it ultimately is. It's not what nobody else is saying. It's what the all has in store for us, and it's what we
Yeah.
are manifesting. So,
Wearing a mask and gloves is up there with your driver's license preventing you from getting killed by a police officer. You know what
right.
I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. 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 Definitely.
We can't worry about shit we don't have the ultimate control over. Stop worrying about that shit.
Right. 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 Absolutely. Absolutely.
Now, I do anybody who have lost, family members or relatives or, close ones is due to any virus disease, I do have empathy for them. You know what I'm saying? I know that that's tough, losing connection with people that you care about,
Yeah.
you know. So I don't want to be insensitive to that, but at the same time, you can't be walking around in fear as a
That's
fool
right.
in fear. And that's when I see people with these masks on, man, they look like fools to me.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's getting real crazy, man. It's getting so crazy. You walk into the Walmart, it's like one day, people and they not wearing masks, like the actual coworkers. Some of them might be wearing masks, other ones not. And then you walk in the next day and all the coworkers got. I'm like, oh shit, oh damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. Cause I'm thinking to myself, like, cause the lady at the money center is like, okay, she don't got her mask on. Then the next day I look, she was like, oh shit, she got her mask on. So it's like, is her higher uppers making her wear that, or is she really getting
This
into that?
this is how you identify the fools in society. If you see somebody with a mask on, they're one of the goddamn fools. That's how you tell. If you want to see this the super sleep, masses of asses, zombie people, look for the people with the masks. They're under complete total mind control, complete hypnosis,
Yeah,
MK Ultra. That's
yeah,
them. You seeing them. So you don't have to go around and look for who's conscious and who not. Look, if they got a mask on, they're lost fucking sheep.
yeah, yeah, definitely.
I mean, it's a fact
Yeah, sad.
because it's not going to prevent. They said it. They said that mask is not going to prevent you from getting it because it can go through. It can travel into your eyes. You know, your eyes are can be infected. So ain't no mask about to stop nothing, man.
That's right. That's right. Hmm.
And then you still touching your phone, and then you taking your gloves off, touching your phone with your hand, huh?
Right,
That you had
right.
with the mask on and the gloves. So I mean, it's stupidity. Then
Hmm.
you're in the car driving, spreading the shit all around your car. Then you take your mask and your glove, your damn car. So I mean, come on, man.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Because you could be outside, you be watching people driving their cars. So many of them got masks on. Like,
What I
why?
do suggest though is getting sunlight though. It's like making sure you stand in that hot sun, to purify it, period.
Yes.
Because that UV light kills everything. So if you're going in and out of these establishments, just make sure you go stand in that sun for a window, you know what I'm saying,
Hmm.
to burn off everything. Stand in the hottest sun. I know it's still cold in certain places up north, but if you down south, stand in the sun. That kills everything.
Yeah, okay. Okay. That makes sense. Yeah, absolutely. The sun is
And a
definitely.
lot of times versus them closing these businesses down, what I suggested that they do is they should have started creating outdoor markets.
Boom. There you go. See, like
They should have
that's
created some outdoor markets in the sun.
mm-hmm.
Because it's a fact that 80 degrees kills it. It's a fact.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's an excellent idea, but a lot of people haven't thought about it because they've been so distracted with it. That's the point I was trying to make with some people when they be making these reactionary decisions, it doesn't work in their best interest because those type of things happen. They're in total panic mode. They really can't think. But then there's some of us out here who may have to act on the fly. We do have the right decision making process.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
But yeah, definitely. So mainstream public, they aren't able to operate off of being reactionary. That's not what mainstream should do. They should just do what they supposed to do or always live cautiously. Always be cautious. That's what they should do. But yeah, especially mainstream.
Yeah, and eventually everybody is going to become more immune to whatever, It's not going anywhere. There's no such thing as herd immunity, you know. So eventually individuals are going to have to just become more immune, just like the flu, you
Uh-huh.
know, because vaccines do not necessarily work. I mean, they're still the flu. Why is it still the flu? If they're giving flu shots, why are so many people still walking around with the flu? So vaccines don't even work. So if they was to come up with one, that's not a guarantee, you know,
Hmm.
and it's just, so this is just something that's going to be going on for a while, period. And that's why certain cities are opening up because they realize, this is not going anywhere.
Right.
It's stupid. They can't logically rationalize an end to COVID-19. So they just like, let's just go ahead and open up, man. Yo, they tried. They got all their scientists and scholars together, and they could not figure out, when this shit gonna end. So they was like, just open up everything. Fuck it. See who die.
Right.
That's how you know the matrix is collapsing, when they start making decisions like that. When when the government starts saying fuck it, the matrix is over with.
Huh.
They not even pretending no more. The governor in Georgia, he just said, man, fuck it, man.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's so crazy.
Now Lakeisha lands on the land on the bottom. Lakeisha land on the bottom.
Yeah, I seen that. Go ahead.
Yeah, she thought she was the mayor. She thought she was the mayor of white supremacy.
That shit was so sad, man.
She thought she was the mayor of white supremacy, man.
Yeah.
And she had another thing government coming.
Mm-hmm. My father.
She wanted to close down Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
The governor said, hell no, stay in your damn place, nigga.
Do you feel like he really tweeted that? I know all of the white supremacists think it anyway, but do you really felt that
Yes,
shit was real?
Yes. Now, where's the Me Too movement at when he shut down that black woman like that? He disregarded
need to
that
go.
black woman mayor. Where's the feminists at now to defend her? Because they come out when you coming against the black man.
Yeah.
But when the devil come out, they don't have nothing to say. He overrid her. She's the mayor of that. Atlanta voted for her, and her position meant nothing. She was totally neutralized, totally impotent.
Yeah.
Stripped of political influence and power by the governor. So that's why I don't vote. That's why I don't involve myself in politics. It doesn't mean nothing.
Right.
I don't involve myself in that, man. He overrid her. He overrid her. Now she controls she's the mayor of one of the most populated and powerful cities in the United States. So she's responsible and accountable for the lives of one of the most largest and one of the most powerful cities in the United States. The governor, I guess, sitting somewhere out in some country, fucking barn, overrid her position as the responsible representative of the people of Atlanta. Some cracker sitting in some barn somewhere, talking about he the governor, gonna open up shit anyway. So that goes to show you that, it's white supremacy. If you're dealing with that matrix reality, it's white supremacy.
That's right.
Because she got to get on there now and sound like somebody mama. You better not go outside. Come on, this is the mayor that got to now sound like somebody mama now.
That's crazy.
She has no authority. She had to get on there and tell you better. I wouldn't go out if I was you. Come on, you the mayor.
Dang, right.
Black people have no position in white supremacy. Black people have no position in white supremacy. Remember that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, when I was talking to my pops about it, he was like, what? He acted like he was so surprised. I'm like, why are you so surprised? And he was like, well, he need to get kicked out, but he was like, and he was talking about, but it's in the works. It was in the works. It's in the works or whatever. So I'm like, I don't know that. I don't know about that, but.
I mean, don't kick them out. We need to stop paying attention to their realities. Stop acting like their dog and pony show has anything to do with us. It has nothing to do with us.
Yeah.
That's what black people need to do. We need to realize that shit has nothing to do with us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Stop voting.
He was
stop
surprised.
In that.
Say that again. I'm sorry.
I said stop voting. Stop participating in that, man. Stop. Get out that matrix.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it was funny because he was surprised that happened. I was surprised he was surprised. I'm like, why are you surprised for? He looking at oh wow, really? That's what happened. I'm looking at my dad like, oh wow, really? You surprised this happened?
No, I wasn't surprised at all.
Yeah. Me either. Me either. Me either. But
What's the point of being the mayor? What's the point? Because if the governor, Kemp, right, can go against Donald Trump, which is the president of the United States, who advised against him opening up Atlanta, if he can go against the president, you mean the mayor, the black mayor shouldn't go against the white governor?
mm-hmm.
Like literally, like some of these so-called governors, like if you look at Cuomo and you look at different governors, New York, California, they want to become independent nations. They really want to be countries. They want to be more powerful than the federal government. So blacks in government should be thinking the same thing. If they was really wise, they would be thinking the same thing. Well, you know what? When we get a black mayor, the black mayor should all of a sudden now be trying to turn that city into a country that is independent of the United States under black rulership. That should be the objective.
Yeah.
Of that black mayor, of that black governor. They should be trying to separate. You follow, and become an independent sovereign nation. But that's too much to ask for. That's too advanced.
Of course. Mm-hmm.
But anything short of that, I'm not. I'm not. I say just forget about it. Don't involve yourself in this, like what I'm calling a dog and pony show.
Right. That's right. That's right.
But don't think no mask and no gloves is gonna save you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's
that don't even make no sense. And the gloves and masks coming from China. Huh?
Right.
They making the gloves and masks in Wuhan.
Yeah, that's
They're sending us the damn mess.
Absolutely. It's crazy. It's crazy how everything going down. This is so crazy. But we should have been prepared for this day. Some of us have not been prepared, but those of us who are, this is no surprise for us.
No, this is a great time right now. This is a great time that we in.
Yeah, that's our extra push for to really get moving. That's our extra push. Yeah.
Now, I want to say that. Yeah, that's good you mentioned that, because this didn't come from no bat either.
Didn't come from what?
This did not come from no bat.
Oh, yeah. Oh, hell no.
That's a lie. Chinese people been eating bats, rats, and dogs and squirrels and everything since the beginning of time.
Right.
And nobody died. There was no pandemic. In Austin, let me tell you, we talk about how much Chinese people eat bats. In Austin, Texas, I've been there before. It's bat shit all over the place. People are playing with bats. It's bats all over the place in Austin, Texas. So it should have been a coronavirus over there if it came from bats, because they bat crazy out there in Austin, Texas.
Wow.
This is a fact. So it didn't come from no bats. That's a lie. These bats have been around. This is something that has been created in a laboratory.
Yeah.
Scientifically engineered. And that is not a conspiracy theory. That is a fact. But once again, the devil, don't worry about it, because the devil is engineering his own destruction. He's playing a role in his own demise. So he needs to get in them labs and start, inventing as many types of biological warfare as he possibly can, because he's engineering his destruction at an accelerated rate. Why would the weakest built entity on the planet try to create a biological weapon? He's the weakest individual. That's a fact.
Yeah.
He's the weakest one. So he's the one that's going to be wiped off. He's the one that is impotent, that is infertile. So he's the one that is going to, become extinct by his own actions. Some people say African Americans is being affected most by the coronavirus.
That's some BS, yeah.
Absolutely, it is. And they say, well, Chicago is, look at them in Chicago. They look how they dying of the coronavirus. Black people. Look at Detroit.
So
You talking about predominantly black cities. What do you
right,
expect is who's going to die in a black city? Fool.
exactly, exactly. That's right.
These are black cities that they're dying in. Of course, some black people going to die at an increasingly higher rate in a black city that is financially and economically disenfranchised, that the medical system is dysfunctional as it relates to black people. Of course, more black people going to die. But I bet you there's more people that then died in Italy, that then died in Europe, that then died anywhere on the planet. So it's killing the Europeans more than anybody, more than any nationality or any race on the earth. So do not be distracted by them saying, oh, African Americans is dying. If African Americans was dying at an accelerated rate, then it was no way they could justify opening up Atlanta. That's how you know that's bullshit. If African Americans is more prone to dying from the coronavirus, there should be a massive death rate days in Atlanta, days after them opening up the city. Am I lying?
Nah. Nope.
Blacks in Atlanta should have been dropping dead as soon as they opened up back up Atlanta.
Right.
So that's not true. You know, this virus is killing the Matrix and it's killing Europeans more than anybody.
That's right.
This is a reality. So no, it's not killing more and more African Americans. Like you said, people are dying and they're just saying it's coronavirus. Dying of diabetes, dying of this, dying of that, and they're saying it's coronavirus. Reality, you know, coronavirus, none of this stuff kills you anyway. Either you healthy or you sick. There is no such thing as an underlying condition. There's no such thing. An underlying condition is a death certificate. You either on your way out or you staying in. There's only two places that you can exist in. Two states. Either you're on your way out or you on your way in.
Yeah. Right.
Do you hear me?
Yeah, definitely.
So there's no such thing. Oh, they have an underlying condition. No, you was on your way out. And if you on your way out, something will accelerate that. The flu, anything.
That's right.
So these underlying health conditions need to be taken more seriously, period. And it should not take the coronavirus or any other type of virus for us to take the underlying health conditions that people suffer from more serious. That's the bottom line. Because anything can take you out. Any little bump, any little natural disaster, any little catastrophe, anything can take you out if you're not in the best of health. Period. So these underlying conditions need to be taken more serious. Now, people talking about, you know, the Chinese and them eating bats and animals, and these same people are over here eating pork, dead flesh. They're having a dead flesh feast over here talking about, look at what the Chinese eating. Look at what the hell you eating.
Right.
Look at what the hell you eating. You're eating dead animals over here. You think it's a difference between one dead animal? They eat dogs over there. Fuck a damn dog. That's the same. A dog is the same as a pig. It's the same as, you know, a cow. It's the same as these other animals. What's the difference between a dog and a cow? The white man likes it better.
Right. That's real.
Talk black to me. What's the difference?
Right, exactly.
Between a dog and a pig. As a matter of fact, pigs are more intelligent. Pigs are more intelligent than dogs. Did you know that?
No, I didn't.
Look it up. A pig is more intelligent than a dog.
It don't surprise me.
So we over here eating pigs, which is a combination. A pig is a combination of the cat, rat, and the dog anyway. It's a combination of animals.
I didn't know that.
But we over here eating these genetically modified creatures because that's what a domesticated animal is. It is a genetically modified animal. and we talking about they eat bats and they eat this. What are you eating? Why are you eating dead flesh? Why are you going to the supermarket eating? Why are you going to the supermarket eating dyed dead flesh? And you talking about the Chinese people?
Right. They
Why are
trying to
you
say
eating mystery meat? Why are you eating mystery meat? And you talking about what the Chinese are eating? We over here eating is just as sick as these Chinese people. We're just as sick over here in America as them. So you're not gonna have me. I'm clear.
Yeah.
I'm clear. They over here eating dead animals too. It's a dead animal, global feast going on. So I'm not going with that. I'm not going with that at all. You know, we need to check ourselves before we start talking about what they're doing in China, man.
Facts. Yep.
You know, who says which dead animal is better? Who's making up these rules?
That's right. Part of the conditioning.
Yeah. Who's telling you this animal is don't eat that animal? This animal is better. It's an animal. You know, I have no problem with these Chinese. If they want to eat that, I'm a vegetarian. To me, it doesn't matter what animal. Either you eating animals or you not. And matter of fact, flesh. Period. You know, they might as well be cannibals, eating this flesh, man. It's no difference. You eating an entity with eyes and a tongue, and ears, and a nose, and you're eating that. I don't know how we're better.
Yeah, they bleed like we do. So
come on.
It's not good. And then they sneak rat in our food. So it's like, oh, we think we eating chicken and we still eating rat.
Eating it anyway. And loving it. As long as they put enough MSG on it and enough sauce.
Yeah.
They don't mind. If you put enough sauce on it, it's great.
Right. Yes. That's crazy.
Now, as far as Chinese people in Africa, you know, being ran out of Africa and Chinese people, you know, trying to mistreat Africans. Chinese people, you know, these Africans, you know, should never went to China, period. You know, and I mean that. Like they shouldn't have never went over there to try to escape and think that these Chinese people are better and, you know, that they're escaping racism. Right. You're going to have to fight racism wherever you at. You're going to fight discrimination where there is nowhere to run. You cannot run to China and think, oh, we got it better over here. We got it better than you Negroes in America. We're over here with the Chinaman. You can't run to South America and Costa Rica and look back and say, we got it better than you Negroes over here. We over there in South America. You can't run over to Europe and these different countries and think you have it better.
Right.
Because you're going to get a rude awakening that you might as well fight racism where you at. It does not make sense to leave the country and go to the people that are none like your people.
That's right.
And think you're not going to be mistreated. And think you're not going to have to fight. So I think that those Africans should get out of China and stop seeking salvation outside of themselves from some other type of man. China man, you know, whatever type of man. Whatever nationality. So I think that they need to get up out of China. And let the Chinese have China. And get their ass up out of Africa.
Right.
And let the Africans have Africa.
Right.
You follow? And let the African Americans have America. Do you hear me?
Yes.
But one thing we got to realize is why people saying, oh, the Chinese people, you know, are treating these Africans so bad. Those Africans went to China because Africans was treating them so bad. Let's not forget that. So we got to stop treating each other so bad that we now have to flee and go among other races and people. Because they were being discriminated in their own country. They were refugees. You know, Africans killing each other within their own countries, forcing them to flee their country and go to another country. So we can't get mad when we see them being mistreated by Chinese people, and then we mistreating them right here. We mistreating them right here in America ourselves. We mistreating them right here, we mistreating them in Africa ourselves.
Right.
That don't make no sense. But so we act like we the only one should have a right to mistreat our own people.
Ass backwards.
Do you feel me?
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying, that Africa needs to stop mistreating their own people to have them run to somebody else to get mistreated. We're going to have to start solving our problems internally and having more black love among ourselves.
Yeah.
That's the solution. Otherwise, we're forced to go and be mistreated by those that are other than us. We're forced in that situation. So we need to solve our internal problems, stop trying to escape, you know what I'm saying, and love our people among ourselves more.
That's right.
That's what the Chinese thing showed me. You can't expect China to love us if we don't love ourselves.
Exactly.
We can't expect the European to love us if we don't love ourselves. And that's just the reality.
That's right.
Most people are more hurt by how white people are treating them more than they actually love black people.
Right. Yes.
Ain't that deep?
Yeah. Stupid. Like, I don't want to stand next to them anyway. People be like, oh, see, this is a shame. They don't want to stand next to us. I'm like, I don't want them next to us. What are you talking about?
Yeah, you teaching.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, that's weird. That's so weird to me when they take it to that level. Yeah.
At the same time, we have to stop bandwagoning shit. And I'm about to be clear. Like with the whole Chinese rest, like we're not going to support Chinese businesses now because of, some China people, how Chinese people are treating Africans, right?
Yeah.
A lot of the Chinese in America left China because they was escaping the mistreatment under communism in China. So now we're going to make these Chinese people that have rebelled against the Chinese imperialism responsible for how Chinese imperialists are treating people in Africa. That don't even make no damn sense.
Exactly.
We're not thinking.
I feel you.
These Chinese in America, there is no relationship between these Chinese people that own a nail shop and the people back in China. You have not studied, read, or done any research if you believe that there's a relationship between the person that owns a salon and the people back in China. There is no relationship. There's much relationship as them